What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday evening. I'm just getting one more thing set up here. I'm really, honestly, really lazy. Took everything I had to do to get this stream set up. Hashtag on time. Rob's neighbor is the next victim of chat roulette. Chat roulette. We're, oh, that's where it is. Well, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to give it about a half hour. My son stayed in town after school and hanging out with a friend. And it'll just, anytime I ever want to do anything, it usually, you know, like 10 minutes in, I'll get a call. Hey, Dad. So, just mentally preparing myself and for all the generous three-figure super chats that'll be rolling. And for all the generous, you know, maybe save them for another day when I can provide a little more value. One thing I'm doing is not looking at the chat right now. It's cleaned up pretty good. Cleaned up pretty good. I'm gonna switch cameras quick to try. Oops. Oh, I don't have it. There we go. There's that. Looking all pretty snazzy. There's that. Chat up there. I just really like how that works. I don't know. We'll see if I knock the recorder off or not. But thanks everybody for stopping in and saying hi. Also about to open a number 3 IPA. Nice. Hey, there you go, Schmoke. Member for 1 month. Hashtag 7-figure super chat, right? YouTube would sure like their 30% cut out of that puppy. I know they would. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So I don't really know what I'm going to do. Hey, Colin, good to see you here. Hope you're having a good night. Sick bastards in the house. I'm going to try to focus this a little better. Or just see if I can. I don't know if I can or not. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. That's pretty clear. I know you all can't see it, but you can see it in your screen. So 300K works for me, right? I think they have a 500 limit if I'm not mistaken. I've seen the guru get a few $500 donos, and that is pretty cool. Quick Shoe, good evening. Hope you're having a good night. What gimbal it is, man? What gimbal is it, man? Sorry, I'm just having a little lavender therapy there quick. What gimbal is, man? Hey, sick bastard, a member to the Spark Plug community. Sick bastard, awesome, bro. When I get some cash, I'm gonna re-up my memberships and become members of other people's channels too. But I literally, excuse me, man, that aromatherapy there. Have very minimal dollars at the moment. But once this Infinity sells, then I'll have more dollars. Not a lot, but I'll throw out some super chats. We'll do something. But right now, I literally am down on. We ran her down to empty, guys, gals. We ran her down to empty. Sick bastard said, sorry, my payment. Hey, man, keep it for the bus, bro. Gotta keep that for the bus, and it's all good. I appreciate it. Lavender is more important than memberships. It is. It is. So, yeah, there's that. Although, for the month of January, all memberships will go towards lavender therapy. I'm just having fun with the phone. I would never take that as my term. But we can all say it, and we can all say it and know what everybody means. Sorry, I just adjusted my jacket. If the audio got a little wonky right there, that's why. I think I finally have things sort of dialed in. I don't like the way it sounds. It's not deep, very tinny, and I can play with some settings and gains and stuff, but I don't know. I'm just going to roll with it for the moment. And then when I get really big, we get really big, then we'll get some Rhodes. That's insane. But we'll get there. This works for now. Like when I do voiceovers, I have a different mic that's attached to my desk. So that one seems to work pretty decent. And I may have been recording all my voiceovers at 50% because I just found a setting in my computer the other night when I improved my audio that I have not been touching since day one. So there's that. But hey, I just look at it, if I've managed to scrounge together 1,000 subscribers off of mediocre content and bad audio, then what's good content? What's mediocre content and good audio gonna do? That's what I meant to say. As long as I get credit for the origin of hashtag lavender aromatherapy. Sounds great right now. Thank you. Totally gonna grab another beer. The throttle is activated. Oh, I know how that... Man, some nights they would just go down so good. And then I quit. I don't know why. Well, if I wanted to start tonight, I couldn't because I don't think I have enough money to buy a 6-pack at the moment. But we'll get there. I mean, I probably do, but not much more. And I just don't find value in it anymore. But if I was sitting around the campfire, hell yeah, dude, I'd have a beer. If I came to the camp out, I'd have a beer. I hope to. I can't guarantee anything on that yet, but I'm really hoping something works out there. I'm gonna have some lavender. Awesome. Sorry if I missed any comments. I can only read what I can see there. Word. I love that. So I don't know how much more detailing I want to go with it. I've got the interior pretty clean. I want to wipe down the door panels and the sill plates. I still have this pretty disassembled for the new BCM that we're going to be getting tomorrow morning, hopefully. I got to drive 4 hours round trip. And other than that, I mean, give a quick little walk around. Let's go like that. Motion sickness engaged. I have no idea on the music either. I'm just letting it free ball. Play whatever it plays. If it's that bad, I can. And I know it's pretty light on the background. Oh, here we go. It does have a few stone chips, but I don't know if I'll wash. I might go over it with a little black. I still have Nissan touch-up paint. So, but the interior cleaned up pretty good. I mean, I gotta put like the plastic cover on that seat bolt. I took off that gaudy carbon fiber. But yeah, everything works. Windshield's clean, holy crap. Still smells a tad musty. And then that's like I took the carbon fiber off of that side. I regret it now because that goo takes forever to, not forever, I'll have that off in like 3 minutes, but it's just 3 more minutes that I don't want to spend. Then the window tint too. I don't know what to do about that. Whatever it is, it's black. I hate it. You can't see out of it when you're driving. Yeah, it cleaned up really good. At least in here in the shop and fair to mid lighting. I'll probably do some pictures tomorrow. If it's a grayer day, I don't want to do it in sunlight. What do we got here? Beers at FA. Word. Can't you set up and change scenes in OBS? Yes, I can. Looks really good for where it came from. Thank you. A little spit and polish will look good. Well, I mean, except for that. Ozone. Yes, the ozone. Yes. There's those ozone machine deals. But I also, it's coming around. It's coming around. I just have to run the heater fan a little bit more. I sprayed the HEPA filter. And then I've been leaving the doors open at night with like the fan running. Not that to help dry it. Oh, and I put 2 newer, not brand new, but 2 decent Goodyear Eagles on the front. Not my favorite tire, but they're a really good tread. And the rears are probably at 6 to 7/32. They're all 4 equal tires, but not bad. Yes, I need to figure out, that's my next step, Shimote. It'll probably set me back 6 months, but we'll figure out the scene selections here, and that way I don't have to do the slide. I could just leave my hoist right there. It depends what you're watching though too, I guess. I don't know what all it's showing. Let's see, what do we got here? I'm reading this from literally 25 feet away. Looks really good. A little, yep, okay. I mean, except for the ozone. Ozone works, FYI. A Febreze can with a pellet gun will too. That's a good idea. That's not actually, that's a really fun idea. I have a pellet one too. It's sitting right there. I use it to eradicate mice from time to time, and you're like, yeah, right, Carrie, not with that. But nope, yep, I do. I've gotten through. So years ago, and I don't want to. This is scary. This is scary to say this because here, at least I've never experienced it. Is a rat. I've never dealt with a rat up until. Well, no, I take that. My sister had a pet rat. She had a pet rat. That was my experience with rats. It lived in a cage, and I never touched it, and it died. But one night in the shop, this is probably, my son was 4 or 5 years old. So it would have been, shit now, about 8 years ago. And I heard this scratching noise in the wall over there, this, scratching. And I'm like, huh, sounds pretty big. Even the littlest mouse in the world can sound like a T-Rex when he's in the wall. But this was a little bigger. I think I saw it outside, and it was, my neighbors have chickens, and rats, I think, like chicken food or feed. I mean, shit, I think rats like anything. But chupacabra. So how did I end up doing this? Oh, I found their path. They had a path going over to my neighbor's chicken coop. That's right. It was a little beat down path in the yard. You could see the grass where they would run and come into the shop. I saw the little hole in the shop. But rather than filling the hole and then digging it out and finding another way in, I just waited. I heard them. It was pouring rain that night. And I think I got one night and one the other night. Either way, but it was with a CB short. A CB22? No, they're regular. They're like the long rifle one, but the CB22s, they're subsonic. If you shoot like a 2x4, it won't go through it. And so anytime I don't do that ever. I don't do that amount. But anyway, I had a single shot 22. And so we put the CB in it. And I stood right there by the edge of the door in the rain, and I waited. And it stood up, and it looked around, and pop. I shot a rat. I got a rat. I want to say it was 26 inches from head to the end of its tail. I have pictures of it. When I dig them up, I'll show them to you guys. Yeah, 26 inches long. So there was that was that. I have no idea why I even started talking about any of this. Not a clue in the world. Oh, the pellet gun, smoke, shooting a Febreze can with a, yeah. So anyway, okay, so that's that. And then in the house one night, I'm in the house. My son had a friend over. I'm in the living room sitting on my chair, which I haven't done in years now. Probably about a year. And I heard something in the kitchen. So I have a CO2 powered, I think I can say all these words without getting in trouble. A CO2 powered revolver. And I just had BBs in it. And I went out to the kitchen. And I saw the little thing just around some bowls. This was in a lower cupboard with no doors. I had no idea how it even got there. And so I saw its beady little eyes out of the light, the reflection. And so I just put the bead on it and pulled the, and heard a little noise. And then I went over there and I got a mouse. Are you kidding me? With a CO2. Now, it could have ricocheted. I'm not going to say it could have bounced off of the mixing bowl and then, you know what I'm saying? But either way, we eliminated that threat. Numero 2 was with the pellet rifle. The pellet rifle. And again, that was another one in the house. I had heard it, waited like a sniper. Boom, mouse. It's fun. It's actually fun. But you really have to not have a life. No life at all can be had when you are living that life. Mouse smoke. That's awesome. Itchy finger. Dig him up. That's what she said. Okay, I'm behind in the chats, I guess. My story got a little lengthy. Maybe I'm not, and I'm just... Speak of the chicken. Hey, it is brown chicken. Brown chicken's in the house. What's up, brown chicken? Hope you're having a good night. What are we talking about? I love this bar. Where are we at? Are you at home, Smoke? Smoke Shop. I love this. Or are we talking about that song? I love this bar. My kind of place. Walking through the front door will put a smile on your face. And I haven't heard that song in at least 13 years because I haven't listened to any country music since I worked at the dealership, which was probably that many years ago. And then we had rotating radio days because I couldn't do it. And I told my manager, if I have to listen to this cousin hillbilly music for... Now my audio did get intentionally glitchy there. I had to hold back some words. So... yeah, I know a lot of country songs from the early and mid 2000s by heart that I haven't heard in a decade, and I don't ever want to hear them again. But that's okay. I virtually drank too much. Virtual bar. All right, cool. Rob's neighbor's bar. Home safe. That's good. Rob's neighbor's bar. I wonder if he has... I think I saw some liquor in his house, in the freezer or in his cabinet, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen him drink. We went to Sturgis one year to change motorcycle tires for another company, and he told me about it. I bought into it. I went. I made some money. It was fun. It was an experience. But changing Harley tires under the Sturgis sun for 10 days or 7 days under a tent for 12 hours a day sucks. I didn't get to really do much. Rob would go ride till one year he exploded his ankle to the size of a beach ball. I've seen that guy really hurt himself a lot now that I think about it. Anyway, let's see here. What were we just chatting about? Oh, Rob getting drunk. And so we're on the way to Sturgis, and he was riding somebody's ass or something. I'm like, dude, I don't want to get pulled over. And he's like, what? So what? We got some weed and guns in here. And I'm like, oh my God. How does he know what I brought? But I was just joking. But I did bring some things, and it's like, you shouldn't be... You need to slow her down a little bit. Fucking A. Some of the stuff that guy... He is just... I'll have to have him tell about his sidecar when he pulled a human being out of a car on his sidecar. He was on his sidecar, and he pulled someone halfway out of another car. Crazy story. I'll have to get you guys, and it's real. I've found now that after living next to Rob for 20 years that all of his stories are real. He doesn't lie. He doesn't make shit up. Like, if it sounds over the top and epic, then like that's what happened. It's because I've witnessed half of them. Crazy. Literally, when I say my neighbor Rob is crazy, he's a sane, crazy person. I'm gonna... Can't even hear it with my furnace running. I wonder if the furnace is noisy to you guys when it turns on and off. That's one thing I haven't really tested yet, but it shouldn't be too bad. I just noticed too, it does affect... Oh, this one's a good one. If you have your background music up too loud, it seems to glitch stuff. So, anywho, I do not doubt Rob's stories. You can tell by his demeanor. Yes, you really, yeah. It took me a while. It took me, well, and he's also very, I don't know how to say it. Well, anybody that like is into solo things is He's not a team sports player. What am I trying to get at here? Very animated, he's a living cartoon. That's what I wanted to say. He's a living cartoon. Gotta watch your levels. Hey, old Matt, good to see you tonight. I'm gonna give Carl a call here in a little bit and see if he wants to jump on the morning show for a bit tomorrow morning. I think I could do that before I go to Woodstock. What, Carrie? You're going to Woodstock? Yeah. Yep. Illinois. 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 The land of Lincoln. Okay, that's annoying. I liked it until it did that. Sorry guys, if you were grooving to the low decibel background music. I hope you had a great day, old Mac. How did your bacon meatloaf turn out? I freaking love meatloaf, man. I miss my mom's meatloaf so much. She used to cut up these onions and put chopped onions in it and other stuff. I think she used to coat the top with like a thin layer of ketchup. And like maybe not just Heinz, but maybe there was some additives to the ketchup. But someone just charged up the bong. I did. I had a little aromatherapy there. I don't know if that came through the screen or not, but try to keep it a fun family show and family fun friendly. Like Sterling's his fun family strip club, the Taj Mahal. That's a good place for everybody to go. All shapes and sizes and ages. This thing sounds really good. I'd start it, but I don't want to smell it. I do got to roll it forward. Got the xenon headlights. This is just a really kick-ass driving machine. They're such an underrated car. So underrated. All-wheel drive, 50-50 weight placement, 340 horsepower, 300 and something torque. I don't know why I set the hoist, that's just habit. Really a zippy car. 7-speed transmission from really, really stout transmission. 20 miles per gallon. Alan, Tom, you're missing out, bro. Great meatloaf. Good. Thank you for the update. Someone just... Oh, I read that. Oh, man. Meatloaf from the right person can be great. I sadly have bought, and it's sitting here on the bench. I'm going to have to eat it for supper tonight. Meatloaf from... I'm embarrassed, Mom, but it's from Quick Trip. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not that bad. But it just isn't your home cooked. The home cooked meatloaf is so much better. So much better. The Moke says, did someone say bong? Meatloaf. It is good. It is really good. I don't want to talk too much about food or I'll have to throw something. Hopefully my son eats at his friend's house. I know that sounds horrible, but it's like, God dang, every single night. Every single night. I found this in the little baseball bat Brewers. I hate baseball. Sorry, I don't use that word. I don't hate baseball. I would find better things with my time to do than watch baseball. If you were to ask me if I wanted to play baseball, I would politely ask, or just say no. Is hitting a ball with a stick fun? Absolutely. Absolutely. But, and bats are cool. Oh, this typewriter. I'm trying to make some room here in front of this car so I got a load I'm gonna take to my buddy. He does auctions. And I got a whole box of knickknacks and little trinkets of all sorts. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Little Raiders helmet. You look it up and the stuff's only worth whatever someone's willing to pay on eBay, you know, and it'd be a cute little baby helmet. All sorts of little shit like that I find and I just can't see it go, and I gotta start letting it go. Like what am I gonna do with this? I don't even know what it is. Power Rangers? Something watch, it's probably worth like $1,500. Oh yeah, here we go. Some little Hello Kitty land. Some of this shit's rare. You know? I don't know. That's why I give it to my buddy and then he'll auction it off and he'll take a cut and he'll just hand me cash. So I can't really argue with that if I'm not willing to take the time and do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're listening, Schmoke. It's one of those things where I think if you got the time and you can go all in and really, how did you get? Oh, that is a great question. We will just do a little reposition of the camera. So, yeah, here we are. I was practicing circles on it. The front motor, I like to say I have pretty good balance skills. Fires right up. Yeah, it's beautiful. Suspension. I rode it down the driveway and back the other day. See, I guess I'm trying to do track stands and ride it really slow, and that's not what it does good. It still has a full battery, so I don't know how I'm going to charge it. I'll get a charger. But it's like a $240 scooter online, and what's funny though, since I don't know if you can see the handlebars, but it did tip over, and that's what sheared the wires. So since it's been in the shop now and I've fixed it, I've tipped it over about 3 times. And you can see how the bars have slowly moved, you know, some micro nannies this way from tipping it over. So they tipped it over and then those little shear pins broke and that's what cleared the wires off. But it'll do a, let's see if it'll do a, look at there, she's burning some rubber. Ooh, a little warm. A little warm. So thanks for asking. Great question. I'll just rotate that back. Yeah. This one's on a fixed stand. It's not on my tricked out piece of shit gimbal that can never keep center. Picking is the fun part. I did very well at eBay long before keyword Thing is made to cruise. I had it going 17 down the driveway, and it was 50 degrees, so the driveway was like half mush, half frozen. I don't know if the mush was holding me back a little bit, but I was gonna ride it up to Carl's house because Carl asked me how far those scooters will go, and I said, I don't know. He goes, well, do you think it'd go up my hill? I said, I don't know. And then before we know it, me and Carl watched a full Shuronster video of his 80-mile-an-hour, $10,000 Korean scooter. So me and a 96-year-old checked out Shuronster for the full video. We didn't skip a beat. And I just could never imagine going 70 miles an hour. Standing. The head shake is what scares me. Like if it had good steering dampener system and you could guarantee that I'm not going to get head shake, then I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But still, your momentum and gravity, the way gravity works when you're standing up versus sitting down or like part of a motorcycle or part of something, gravity works in a completely different way than when you're on your weeble wobble knees and you're standing up. And oh, could you imagine head shake at 50 miles an hour on a scooter with little tires? That's my biggest fear, is head shake. I've always hated head shake, and I've only experienced it a handful of times on the racetrack, a handful of times on the street, and I've rode every bike that had the worst head shake, the RZ500, my dad's Kawasaki triples. Those even came with little cheesy dampers from the factory. And you could still do it. I had a TL1000R that was known for it. My SV did it till I put a steering dampener on it. But again, it's only under certain conditions and certain circumstances that you'll experience the head shake. And then there are quick and easy ways to get out of it if you catch it quick enough. It's never gotten me, but you don't want to take your hands off of the bars on a motorcycle if it may or may not have head shake, until you know how it's handling. Because I love going no hands. I shouldn't say that, like that sounds reckless. But who doesn't love doing a no-hander? On a bicycle, I'll ride around town just all day no hands. I love no-handers. D-cell, no brakes. Oh yeah, I miss my grandma too, man. I really do. Grandma Frida. I got a picture of her on my refrigerator standing next to me on my race bike. Grandpa wouldn't come. Grandpa wouldn't watch that shit. I don't blame him. It was stupid. Looking back on it, I regret I don't regret any of it, honestly. But you really expose yourself to a lot of risk anytime you walk outside of your house. I mean, the public roads are just horrible. Tonight when I go get my son from town, I'm gonna have to dodge at least 10 200-pound animals. And the racetrack is a safe place. Everybody's going the same direction. You got corner workers, you got EMTs on staff, you've got everything good to go. But you're at a racetrack, so the odds of you getting hurt, I think, are slimmer than you going to work. But at the end of the day, yeah, I miss Granny. High speed wobbles, way fun, he said sarcastically. D-cell, no brakes, twists. Twists. Colin says if it's not reckless, it's no fun, LOL. Are you using OBS? Yes. Yes. Is it still sounding okay? Are there issues? Let me know. I've always used OBS, Schmoke. I would like to check out your meld. I'm gonna roll up the old pressure washer here. I was in a hurry the other day and didn't do it, so I know if I don't do it right now, it's... And we got to keep her over on this side, otherwise she'll freeze. On the other side, this half of the shop is heated and insulated and the other half isn't. Well, the other half is. All the walls in the whole shop are insulated, but the ceiling is only insulated on this half. That's where all the heat goes. So I've been told. It rises. That's just what I've been told. Oh, into the scenes things. Yes, it has it right there. It says transitions and everything. I just have never once I just have multiple sources, and then I can transition between them. I have to figure that out. But thank you for looking into that. I really do like OBS. Now that I kind of understand it, and what happens is every time I unplug or plug a mic in or restart my computer, or for some reason the microphone on Windows always goes to 50%. So I have to go back in and jack it to 100. It's like, why won't you just leave it at 100? Why do I always got to come in every time I mess with something and do that? No matter what I do, I can't get it to not do it. So I just have to remember to do it every time, and that was my problem the whole time, I think. And even if I was coming into Moto on his chat, going there, if the audio wasn't picking up good, I think Streamlabs would jack it up, or StreamYard would increase that audio to compensate for my lack. We'll have to see, I guess. Today it sounded good, but I didn't check that setting before I joined them this morning, so we'll just have to see what happens after she. Yeah, this freaking power washer. I did a little clip the other day because I've got 3 pressure washers that I really, really like, and I've gotten them all from the dump over the last 2 years. And this one is just insane how amazing it is. It's made in Germany. It's a Kranzel. I looked it up. It's like $1,500. And the guy said that the company said that it would cost too much to send the part over here from Germany. So or to have somebody fix it. So just shit can it and get a new one. So that's what he did. He drives a lifted Raptor. Or I don't know if it looks lifted upon lifted. It looks more lifted than what a stock Raptor already looks lifted. So if those are the kinds of people that are throwing these things out. Just not stereotyping, but stereotyping a little bit. I just can't believe it. And all I did was adjust a valve. There's a plastic cap on the side, and you pop the cap off, and there's a little nut inside of there. You turn that a little bit, and boom, it worked perfect. And it's worked ever since. And sometimes people just get new stuff because they need stuff to do, or maybe it's rarely worn out. It's either straight up broken and junk, or it works perfect. Pretty crazy. I can tell you within 3 seconds that Meld is so much more user-friendly. Very cool. Yeah, OBS is very blocky and chunky, but now that I'm into it and I have ATEM TV, some ATEM, I don't know what you want to call it, a plugin? That's it, it's a plugin. And it does I don't know, it's really helped a lot. I feel like I'm really good with it now, and StreamYard was so simple that it didn't let you do anything that OBS does, but again, like gain and all that stuff that I don't know anything, and I don't want to learn all that shit, man. I just want to stream and have it sound good and look good, and we're getting there, maybe. Rob might be on tonight. Rich people buy new stuff. Seasonal lawnmowers, yup. Just like that $2,000 Husky robot over there. It is a very deep dive program, I think. And I've been diving in it for the last year, so I figured now I'm into it. I understand it. I understand how the sources are pulled and how you need to do docs and have... Oh, that's awesome, Schmoke. I appreciate that. Thank you. Your last Sunday stream was great too. I don't participate in the chats very much lately. I guess if I'm in my office or something, I might be more apt to. But in the shop, unless it's like, oh, I gotta pipe in on that, and I'll walk over to the computer and type it. But otherwise, But do they still give you control by simplifying it? Because that's what StreamYard does. StreamYard simplifies everything, but you can't go in and change all your settings if you wanted to. Like, I don't know what I'm changing, so I don't really care at this point, but I can go watch a YouTube video and see Sam tell me how to change my gain, and then it's like, oh, I can adjust this, and the threshold, and the milliseconds, and everything. You can really, 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 really break it down. Yes, okay, cool. I'm running right now. Oh, let's see what OBS is pulling out of the old 15% CPU usage. And I'm running at 8,000 kbps with 160 bitrate on the audio. You can tweak it. Okay. Is it free? Less info because OBS has been around longer. Gotcha. And do you have, oh, I just asked, I think. Do you have to pay for it? And I think I've asked that twice now. So, and I'll wait a minute or two before I ask it again because there's a delay in the chat. Oh, did Junior message me? Oh. 547. 547. Scenes are so easy. Free too. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying you should change. Because your stream is absolute garbage. No, I'm just kidding. No, I will check it out though because less work is better. Now let me see here though real quick. I'm gonna just see because of the scene. Oops, sorry if that was loud. Doc, scene selection. I've done it before. I used to mess with it all the time. And then I could and you can do it where it fades, and it fades really nice over to that. Or if you want to, rotate it in and out, it'll fade out that way. Or it could come in really fast like that. But yes, and then I could have multiple scenes too. But like in this scenario here, I can always, switch these around to have the scooter there and I can do jumping jacks over there or whatever. But having a remote in my pocket or something to be able to just switch it would be nice. That would be nice. Hashtag manual mode. You can do all that easy as AF. But admittedly, I tried Meld first. Yep, and admittedly, I tried OBS first. And after, you know, a month of BS, and I figured it out, sort of. And now I feel like I'm just going to stick with it because I'm gonna check out Meld at some point here in the near future. Because again, if something can be easier and bring people more value and increase my... Because right now I'm just sitting on my stool staring at that car. I could be standing in front of the camera talking. I'm bad that way, but I like, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. We're gonna wipe the windshield down really good. I found these easy wipes here. We'll see if they leave some kind of blue paper trail, or you know how they leave the little, I know newspaper, and I know all the little quirks and hints and tricks that people like to use, but these were in a tote of stuff that I got for free. So that's... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I didn't move it far enough. Some little spores were growing on the inside of the window. She's good and clean though too, and no rock chips at all, not one. Not one, so that's nice to see. Nobody wants to buy a car with a cracked windshield or stone chips. Boy, that's clean. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the rest of my time to pick up the shop. Yeah, he's good to go. Like I said, I just got to get a new BCM. And maybe before I go, depending on when my son calls to pick him up, I'll start it up. I just hate car fumes. Hate car fumes. Have a good night, smoke. Eat some dinner. Enjoy everything. Hope you have a good night, man. Ford Mula will hold down the fort. We got her done on the little cart. Colin just asked about that. Yeah, we just fixed the wiring and the handlebars. It works great now. I just did a little, you can reverse the stream about 20 minutes and I did a little demo. But yeah, it works great. Just soldered the wires right back together where they were, put some heat shrink tubing on them, and shoved them back in there. Yeah, the inside of windows are a pain. I hate them too. So I'm trying to actually clear a path. Where's my one? Oh, here it is. Let me set up another camera here. How does that work? There we go. Excuse me, sorry about that. I should have muted it for that. That was really bad. And then this. We're trying to clean this up right here. This bike lift, I want to clean this up and move it out of there. That's what I'm working on. It's right in front of the camera, so And I have the chat up there on the ceiling or wall. George Smith. Thanks, Schmoke. I appreciate that again. Really do. Appreciate everything. And always, you know, too, I take, feel free to let me know if it's not. So I appreciate that. Hey, Dad, what's going on here, George Smith? Well, you could actually be my son. He is in town. And it could be on one of his sons, or his sons, on one of his buddies' accounts. So I'm going to wait a minute before I block George Smith. But we'll see what happens here. Hope you're having a good night. We're just talking about the Infinity and the scooter. Did you prune the harness or what? The Jazz drove. Well, then leave. I just cut the ends and soldered them back together where the handlebar sheared the wires clean off of the handlebar. Oh, the Jazz that night. Yeah, it was really loud. I apologize, but I'm learning. And again, if you don't like it, you don't have to be here. Only Positive Thoughts by Jack Handy. Positive Thoughts. Remember that on Saturday Night Live? Or was it Affirmations? Positive Affirmations by Jack Handy. I'm sorry, Ford. Yes, I apologize. The last time was really bad. We had some severe audio issues. And it is what it is. We just want positive vibes. And it was really bad, though. You couldn't hear me either, so... Yeah, my microphone, every time I unhook it or hook it up, I have to go back into the settings. I'm just looking at it now and I had to double check that, so I appreciate that. Couple last little pieces. That covers up the air, what do you call it, blower motor. But I'm not putting that back in until I get the new BCM tomorrow. And then down the road it can go. Down the road it can go. Well, I appreciate that, Ford. Stopping in, and that's a lot of lives. I just do the one with the moto crew in the morning when I can, and here in the shop when we can. I I think the next one I do, I'm going to try from just my phone though, just for the hell of it, because for some reason, whenever I do just from the phone, the numbers are way higher. Even though I have a vertical going now, or I should. Anyway, I'm going to probably go though, because it is 6 o'clock. And I've been on for an hour. And I need to go get my son. So on that note, music is good. The audio is finally good. Got good feedback from everybody. So I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for stopping in, staring at this car and listening to me babble. So I appreciate it. Maybe later neighbor Rob will be home. I don't know if he's gone every night. He was gone so he probably needs, because he bought a motorcycle that's on the other side of the shop that I haven't shown him yet. And I don't know, I want to kind of do it in a way that is entertaining for everybody and brings more value than just me babbling in front of this car. So anyway, have a good night, everyone. Peace out.